Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be filming a military spouse Q&A. You guys really seem to enjoy these. I have posted a few on my channel before and I've always gotten really good feedback from you guys for them. So I'm going to be filming another one of those today. I asked you guys over on Instagram to send me some questions in. So I have a bunch of questions to answer. If you guys are new, my name is Autumn and I am the wife to my husband who is in the military. He's in the Army. We are stationed in Colorado Springs. He's stationed at Fort Carson, and we have a almost 2-year-old little girl named Skylar, and I'm currently 35 weeks pregnant with our second baby girl. So that's a little bit about me. I would love it so much if you would hit that red subscribe button down below. It helps me out so much. And also follow me over on Instagram if you are not already. I would love to have you over there. Okay, first question. I haven't read any of these, so these are just gonna be like whatever I think of right off the top of my head. Is getting married young in the military a good idea if you feel you are ready? So if you guys don't know, me and Tyler got married when I was 18 years old, and we're still thriving, still going strong. And I feel like getting married young in general is scary, but if you feel you're ready, you are ready. I just think a lot of times people look down on young marriages, especially in the military, because they think you're getting married for the benefits. But just think of it like, if you guys weren't in the military, would you still be getting married? Do you love this person? All the questions that normal older people would ask themselves before getting married. If you feel like you're mature enough to get married, then go for it, because things are good over here. And we got married when I was 18 and Tyler was 19 years old. So I support young marriages, not just military young marriages, but young marriages in general. And I love talking to you guys when you message me and say like you're young and you're in love and you look up to me. So I appreciate that so much. So I love getting messages like that over on Instagram. I just think it's the coolest thing, and I just love hearing you guys' stories. Okay, the next question. Do you stay at home or have a side hustle? Hopefully this isn't somebody like trying to sell something, but I am a stay-at-home mom. Obviously I do YouTube, and I actually do a lot of work through my Instagram, working with brands and things like that. So I am a stay-at-home mom, and not only do I do all of the things that have to go with like social media and my YouTube, which is a lot of work, I am also a stay-at-home mom, which is a huge job. So that's my hustle, being a stay-at-home mom. Will you miss the military lifestyle once you and your husband get out? So big news. We may not be getting out, which I know I've told you guys, like, I feel like for the longest time now that we planned on getting out. But now with this pandemic, this craziness, I can't say the word on my channel, you're not supposed to. So with everything that's going on, I don't know what's gonna happen. We may be staying in. I will update you guys when I know more. Honestly, I don't really want to go into it too much because I don't know all the details, and I don't want to just tell you guys what I think is gonna happen. I'm just gonna wait until I know what's actually gonna happen. Did y'all do long distance, especially different time? I think they're supposed to say like how y'all did long distance, especially different time zones. How'd you communicate well? I can't remember when Tyler was deployed. I can't remember what the time difference was. I know it was very dramatic, but I feel like I would always talk to him right before bed, and he was always talking to me when he was getting up for the morning. We just made it work. Lots of packages sent to each other, and even if like he wasn't awake, I would always send him like messages, long messages throughout the day, like updating him, telling him what was going on today, what I had done today. We weren't married at the time when he was deployed, but I would just kind of like update him, let him know like what I was doing, if I was going to the gym, or what I was having for lunch, send him pictures, things like that. Even if he wouldn't respond, it's kind of like when they're in the field and they really don't have like good signal, or they don't have their phones on them, I still send Tyler text messages, and then once he gets his phone back, or once he gets signal, he will get to read those, and then he can just kind of like talk to me about the past and how my day was. So that's what we would always do, and I think that really helped a lot with communication and staying connected with each other. But just take advantage of all the times you do get to talk to each other on the phone. If it's at night or in the morning, stay up late and talk to him. And sleep is important, but I just feel like I would always lose sleep just to talk to him. How did you choose between living on base and living off post, new military wife? So it's always different. I feel like when I don't know how we decided to live on base at our first duty station, because that was our hometown. So I really don't know why we lived on base. We kind of got married in the midst of a lot of stuff, like him going to Ranger school and getting back from deployment, and it was just very hectic. And I feel like we didn't have time. We did look at a few houses. I know one specifically that we wanted to rent, but it just didn't work out. So we ended up going on base. I feel like that happens a lot of times to people because military base housing is normally always there, except for here in Carson. It is hard to get on or to get a house on base, but at Bragg it was not hard at all. We just went in, signed the papers, the next day we were in our house. So I think that's why. So I feel like it's just completely up to you guys. With us living here, we actually live on an Air Force base, and the reason we chose to live here is because our BAH, we really couldn't afford a lot of things off base. So take that into consideration. If you feel like the house you're getting on base is nicer than what you can afford off base, then go with that option. Or if you feel like you can live off base and you can maybe pocket a little bit of money, or you can not spend like any extra money on renting if you live off base, then that's probably like the main thing that I would take into consideration, is where you're going to be more, like where your finances are going to be best at. Does your husband get picked on because you make videos? So this is something that I actually thought about when we were stationed at Bragg. I always thought that people there would say something to him, because when I had started out my channel, when Skylar was about 2 or 3 months old, I started out like making vlogs like I do now, and honestly really thought people would judge him or like get on my channel and like make fun of him and stuff. But no, I feel like people have been very, very supportive, and honestly a lot of his guys are subscribed to my channel, and they will sometimes like leave a comment on my videos and stuff, and I feel like they think it's really cool. Tyler will tell them like videos that we've made to check them out, things like that. So no, they do not make fun of him or me, and I think they think it's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of questions, so I'm trying to get to all of them. If I didn't answer your question in this video, there is a very high possibility that I've answered it in another military spouse Q&A. So I will either have one up here in the cards, or I'll have the rest of mine linked down below. Were you nervous at first to start living with Tyler since you guys didn't live together prior? No, not at all. I feel like I knew who Tyler was, and we had been together a while before we lived together. So I was really, really excited to live with him and just get to experience all the new things together as a young couple. So no, I wasn't nervous at all. And then same girl also asked, when you began living together, how did you deal with things Tyler did that annoyed you in the house? He's always gonna annoy you. Like, your husband is always gonna be annoying, pain in the butt sometimes. But you just kind of deal with them. Don't shut yourself off, and don't just like close down. Talk about it. If something's really bothering you, you guys need to communicate and talk it out. Communication is key. So I think that's probably how we dealt with, or we deal now currently with most of our disagreements or arguments, or when Tyler's just annoying me. But sometimes I do need my space, and Tyler's really good about giving me that. If I feel like I'm very upset about something, he will give me some time to just calm down, cool off, whatever I need to do. And then when I feel is right, or if he feels it's the right time to talk, then we will always talk about whatever's bothering each other. Is getting married young a good idea? I kind of already talked about that. If you feel like you're ready, then I always support that. Because, oh, so this is like a two-part question. Advice to some new military life because my boyfriend gets stationed in Hawaii in January, so we're moving out there together. So advice for new military wives, I want you just to remember to support your husband. His job is going to be crazy and it's totally different once you're actually in it. I feel like when you're on the outside looking in, it can look so different, but just stay supportive and support each other. Make sure your husband is supporting you with like how you're feeling about this. Is like a huge like transition for you too, especially moving far away. So stay in contact with your family and then just lean on each other. I feel like with me and Tyler being away from our family right now, it has made us lean on each other so much. And I know a lot of my other military wives would agree with that, is when you're stationed far away and you don't have anybody else, it's like you just lean on each other for certain things and you just totally have to depend on them for whatever the situation is. So just be there for each other and good luck at your new duty station. Hawaii is going to be gorgeous. I would love to vacation in Hawaii. I have never been there. We've often talked about like going to Hawaii, but I'm so nervous. If we do get stationed there, I would be really, really happy, but it's so crazy to think about living in Hawaii like that far away, and I don't know, but good luck and I hope you guys enjoy it. As a military wife, do you ever face judgment for staying home? How do you deal with it? Just ignore the haters, girl. Just don't worry about it. If you have the ability to stay home with your little one, take advantage of that. I love staying home with Skylar and I try to make the best out of every situation with her and getting to teach her new things and just spend all the time with her that I know my husband would seriously die to be able to just stay home with her. He's actually on a 24-hour shift today, and Skylar woke up, went straight to the door since he's been home so much. She went to the door and started crying for him, and that breaks my heart to know that like if that was me going to work, she would be doing the same exact thing. So just ignore the haters and enjoy your time with your little one, because once they're grown up, you can't get it back. So I know that's harsh, but it's true. Like, just enjoy your time with them. Ignore what everybody else thinks. How do you keep your identity outside of being a military spouse? I think I found like my outlet through Instagram and YouTube. I've never really like let myself like forget about me, like if that makes sense. Like I always try to make time for my life, and even though like I have to go and like live in different places, I've always just tried to make time for myself too. I think that goes along with like being a mom too. I feel like we sometimes can forget about ourselves, and that is something that we should never do. We always need to remember ourselves and take time to whatever it may be, like go pamper ourselves. I feel like I have found my outlet through YouTube and Instagram and just following like a hobby that I really like to do. I think that's really helped me out. So I would definitely say like maybe getting a hobby or something that you really enjoy. Just don't ever forget about yourself just because of your husband's job. How do you deal with being alone and having no family around? I'm struggling with it. I'm so sorry. Like I feel that so much that you're struggling with it. And I would just say, again, find a hobby, find something to keep yourself busy. FaceTime is a great, it's just awesome to be able to talk to your family like virtually. And I know it's not the same, but it definitely helps me. I talk to my sister every day on FaceTime. So that's something that's definitely helped me. And I'm always busy with Skylar. I just constantly keep myself busy. So that would probably be my biggest thing. If you're alone, or if your husband is working every day, or if he's deployed, or if he's in the field, whatever it is, just keep yourself busy. Is Army life better or worse than you expected? actually never been asked that question before. Honestly, I feel like it's better than I expected, because I thought that my husband, when he joined, would be gone, like literally never here. Like, I know I say that they're not here a lot, or he's not here a lot, but like I honestly thought like he would be gone like every day and like never here. So if he's like doing like his normal everyday work schedule, it's frustrating, like I don't get to see him through the day. But like if he was working like a normal job, like a 8 to 5 or a 9 to 5, just like anybody else, then in that aspect I feel like it's better. But then I also feel like it's worse because I didn't expect all the extra things that they would have to do. Like today, I never expected him to be pulling a 24-hour shift, and just like the little tiny things that annoy you. So I don't know. I don't feel like it's better or worse, or it's both. So I don't know about that. Okay, I'm gonna answer one more question because I feel like this video is already really long. How do you keep the spark when he's deployed? Also, I love your videos. Thank you so much, Michaela. How do we keep the spark, or how did we? I feel like I kind of talked about this at the beginning. I would stay up whatever time it was just to talk to him. FaceTime was so helpful. We would FaceTime, send each other packages. I feel like packages are just like my favorite thing to do when he was deployed. I would always make him like a cute little package and decorate it and go all out. He would send me flowers, like just remember like the special things that you guys celebrated when he is not deployed, like your anniversary, Valentine's Day, and then also just like random special moments that you guys don't really get to have in person. Just like send him something randomly for no reason at all. And I feel like Pinterest was really helpful with me, so maybe look into that. Just kind of see some ideas on there that you can do for like a long distance relationship, or maybe even, I can't remember, I remember just looking up like long distance relationship like ideas that you could do with each other. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have not already, hit that red subscribe button down below. Please go ahead and do that for me. It would mean so much to me. Let me know if you are new. Leave me a comment letting me know. Also, if you're a military wife, I would love to know if you're a military wife that watches my channel. Follow me over on Instagram and let me know that you're coming over from this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, 'cause